Yo guys, what up? Me, Patrick Levar, back again with another video. So I quickly did a poll to see what you guys wanted to see, and you guys wanted to see some mobile photography stuff. So I'm gonna quickly do, I'm gonna slap on my Anamorphic lens here, and I'm actually gonna take some a couple of photos using that because I did that a couple of weeks ago, and I really like the look. It's something unique. I ended up posting them on my One Frames With Me on Instagram, so you can definitely check that out. So I gotta quickly go out. I'm actually re-updating or renewing my passport, which the passport office was closed due to coronavirus and all that, but they allowed me to do it by mail. So I need to go outside and I need to take a passport photo. One thing that's really nice compared to when I was in America, I would have to go to like Kinko's or something to take a passport photo. There's these vending machines or photo machines everywhere in Japan. So there's one right down the street. I'm gonna go out there, take my photo for my passport. But I'm also gonna grab a couple of pics using my moment case here. And I wanna actually I'm gonna take the moment case off. I'm gonna use my Ulanzi Anamorphic lens with the moment app and take a couple of photos. So let's go. So super lucky, there's like one place here literally like 3 minutes from my house in front of this big electronics store. They have one of these camera booths, so I'm gonna grab a couple photos and then I'm gonna set the camera up with the Anamorphic lens and the ND filter, and I'm gonna grab a couple of shots while I walk from here to the post office. Alright guys, so quickly I'm going to jump in here. I'm going to do something different. Typically I normally always use Lightroom mobile, but I found this other app that was kind of cool called Polarr. I'm going to be using the free version because I know everybody doesn't have access to Lightroom mobile. So I'm going to jump into this app called Polarr. I'm using the free app, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and load in one of the shots that I took from the walk right now. And I think the one that I ended up, there's a couple that I like. There wasn't really too much to shoot in between my walk here, but I'm gonna choose this one here because it was really cool. We got some of the anamorphic flares kicking in there, you can see right here. So one thing quickly here, you can see in the corners here, we got a little bit of the lens distortion. We picked up a little bit of those lines. So I'm gonna go ahead and quickly jump in here and just crop that top a little bit, something like that. Okay. And let's go ahead and save that. There, we got that off the top. And then we can kind of see it's a little bit off there. And let me see if I can just kind of line that up a little bit without tweaking it too much. Let's see what that's looking like. Yeah, you know what? I think I liked the way it looked before. It's cropping in too much. So let's go ahead and just leave this there. So one thing I liked about this app, which I thought was pretty cool, you can pretty much do a lot of the same things you can do inside of Lightroom mobile. I can adjust my highlights and shadows and whatnot. But one thing that I thought was, let me go ahead and the contrast, just crank it up just a little bit here. Recently I've been trying not to do too much adjusting on my images now, trying to get them as close as possible in camera. I'm gonna desaturate this a little bit, just a little there. And so you got your HSL sliders and all your different colors there, which is fantastic. But what I wanna do is I wanna jump in here into, where was it? Slightly new. One thing I liked was the grain. Okay, here. And what I liked about this is when you click on it, it zooms in automatically, so I can adjust my amount of grain. And I'm going for the film look here, so I'm going to go a little bit heavy on the grain there, about 30-ish, which I thought that's really cool there. And one other thing that I liked about this was I can bring in Luts, which I have a lot of Luts that I use from my filming, and this allows you to import Luts. So I'm gonna go ahead and bring in a LUT. Actually, I might go ahead and put this LUT down in the description if you guys, because it was a free LUT that I received. So you know, I think you guys, it'd be safe to upload this LUT. And the LUT I'm going to use for, in this case, the free one that I can actually give out. Where is it? Oh, here it is. This Blade Runner look. And here, I love it. You can turn it on, you can turn it off, and you can control. And if any of you guys do know, I'm a big fan of the Blade Runner movies and the series, and recently it's been affecting a lot of my filming. So here's, if you like that look, you can crank it all the way, but I want a little bit of back it off, just a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave it that there. And then something I've also been recently doing on my Instagram is adding a border to this. Something I picked up from another YouTuber who does photography stuff, and I really like it because I'm using the anamorphic lens right here, right? So if I post this onto Instagram, it's going to be very small. So what I do is I go to 1:1 border with the white, and I get the full screen now. It's gonna post the full 1:1 box with this inside here. And then what I do is I go to border width and just crank that down like to 2. All right, so that just gets it off the edges there, and then boom. And then typically go hit OK. And then now that we got this white background, it kind of really makes this image really pop, you know? So to me, it looks a little bit dark here. So now that I got that, I'm gonna make a slight adjustment on that really quickly here. Go into the light, and let me just see about the shadows to see. Can lift some of those shadows out of there. Just a little bit, and my blacks slightly. It is super pouring raining here, guys. This sucks because I have to go to work like in 40 minutes, and it just starts pouring right now, so whatever. So quickly here, this is basically what a new app that I'm using here. Again, it's something different, and I guess it's free, so it should be available to many more of you guys, unlike when I always use the Lightroom. I'll try to upload this filter, or this LUT that I use, the Blade Runner LUT. It was a free LUT that was given away by the folks down at Artlist. Again, you guys know I use Artlist for all their music. So I'll have a link down in the description for Artlist too, which you can get 2 additional free months added onto your account. But they gave out a free LUT pack a couple of months back, and I was able to grab it. So I'll go ahead and give you guys this LUT here, this Blade Runner LUT. So if you guys wanted to add this onto your image, it's still kind of bothering me that that's off there a little bit, but I don't like how much it zooms in. So I think I'm just going to have to just deal with it. Let me see if I can. Well, now we add the border, we have to turn that off. So yeah, it's not all gonna be perfect the first time. So there's that, and then just go ahead and do one more quick image here. I'll go ahead and save this one here, export out, save. And I'll load in one more, and on this next one, we won't use the LUT. I'll just do a quick little touch up. Now I'm calling it touch up these days now because I'm trying to shy away from getting too heavily into color grading and all that. But that's cool. I really like that. I'm like, you know, I said I'm all about the movie looks, and this was quite a cool, interesting one. I liked it because the shed, the way the light was coming in, everything was orange here, and you can see the natural daylight. And this was kind of a cool shot. So what I'll do quickly here, again, I tried to expose it as close as I possibly could in camera. I had the ND filter using the Moment app, and unfortunately I can do raw, but the raw doesn't come out in the anamorphic. It comes out as a standard photo, then I have to figure out a way how to squeeze it. So till then, I'm just gonna do it this way here. Let me back out, jump into adjustments, and you can see we lost a little bit of data in here a little bit. If it was a raw image, I can probably save a lot more of that. So let's kind of pull these shadows back a little, and just a little bit on the black there. This area here is getting a little bit blown out. So let's see if I can get my highlights, kind of tweak those highlights. It made a little bit difference, huh? Oh, and one other thing here, check this out. So let's go ahead and save that. If I go back into, here it is, down here at the bottom section, it already has a couple of presets. Like if you wanted just to select just the ground, or radial, or linear, or color, or a person. Well, it thinks there's a person there. This is pretty cool. Sometimes if you're trying to do a sky replacement, if there's enough sky, it will notice the sky. It'll already crop out the sky for you. So I thought that was pretty cool. I was hoping that it would choose that little bit of brightness on the left there for me, but it didn't. So let me see if I can go ahead and, no, that's not what I'm looking for. Yeah, I really won't mess with that right now. I haven't got into that, but let's just get back to our normal edit here. I really wanted this side here to put in a gradient, so I can tone that down a little bit. And you know what? Let's do it. Hang on. Here it is. Overlays, gradient overlay. And I think this is going to work. Okay. Gradient overlay. And why is it, what is this all going? This is like some weird color stuff. You know what? We'll do that later. I'll have to play with that before I do it. So quickly finishing up this image in here. Again, there's my highlights, and let's pump in just now, bring back a little bit of contrast and bring it back. Super. I don't want to get too crazy on it. I like the look. I like the colors, everything that's going on in here. Here's my grain. I'll add that grain in there, super grainy. Let's get a little bit of grain in there because I'm going for the filmic look. Okay, there's my grain. Well, it didn't pop back out. Normally it zooms out. Didn't do it that time. Okay, so there's that. Let's go ahead and save that. And what I'll go ahead and do from here, add my border onto it. And you know what, hang on, let me jump into my curves quickly here and see. Give me that little S curve here, just a little bit, and just a little bit, and I'm gonna bring this just a little bit, and bring this down a little bit. Okay, that's cool. I'm liking that. So I'll go ahead and add my border onto this one, matching my new little Instagram border stuff set up here, and then a 1 and a 2. There we go. Boom. And there it is. There's my second one. I really like this one here, the way they have the colors here. And I just really, if I was in Lightroom, I would have basically just painted over that, which I can do in here. I just haven't figured it out yet. So again, I'm just newly playing with this app. So we'll go ahead and save that. And I'll try to remember to put that LUT in there for you guys. And again, just doing a quick little mobile photography one here. Again, down in the descriptions, I'll have all the info if you guys are interested in the art list and all that. And consider subscribing. Definitely check out my Instagram at 1frames with me. Also, you guys know I have 1 minute with me. 1 frame with me is predominantly just with the photo stuff. So you guys have any comments or anything, let me know down in the description. Anything you guys want to see, I'll do another poll here to find out what you guys want to see next. Patrick Levar, keep filming. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Take care of each other. Peace.